Okay, there we go. I think that should be picking me up now. We're going over to... here we are. Okay. Well, welcome to another stream. And away we go. Today I'm going to be focusing on working on Axel's expression sheet. I've already got one done for Blaze. Just kind of exploring how this character feels emotions, how they show it. Working on Axel's expression sheet. I've already got one done for Blaze. Let's see here. Okay. Let's get into it. So we have, yesterday we worked on correcting, kind of just refining what Blaze will look like in the pilot, and in her burnt attire. And we've got her main outfit. And then for Axel, we've pretty much got his main look figured out. Now we're going to move on to depicting that in expressions. So let's see. Aaron Blaze defines that there's 7 different emotions, or 7 base emotions that we can start from. We've got happy, sad, angry, fearful, surprise. That fearful, surprise. What else is there? What else is there? There's also... goodness. Let me just go back and literally just read it. There we go. Disgust and contempt. That's what it is. Disgust and contempt. Yay! Hello, already-ish. I'm glad you made it. And hello, Party Clan. Welcome. Just working on an expression sheet today for Axel. I might just go ahead and copy my previous template just so I don't have to mess around with anything too much. I'll just combine these together. And maybe I'll draw his profile. I don't think so. I drew that extra expression for Blaze just because I wanted to. And that's going to be a shot in the pilot that I wanted to kind of flesh out. Oh. Okay, no, that makes sense. Okay. I'm like, the formatting's weird. Oh, right. There's going to be little heads on top of it. So Axel is a little bit more of... He's a street rat. He's this little thief. And he's also... his main kind of struggle is fear and running away from things. So I want to try to make that very clear in his little expression sheet and how he feels, how he shows his specific emotions. I already know for his contempt, he's gonna be like a lot more done with it than Blaze was. Blaze is like a little bit more polite in like all of her emotions, or how she shows all of her emotions. I think like for Axel, I like this kind of like deadpan, like really kind of look. So that was pretty easy. We already have a pretty good idea for how this is going to look, at least for how Contempt is going to look. Oh, let me let in the cat. Is that you, Lou? Is that you? Come in. Passing up on your food? That's crazy. Never before seen Luna refuses food. Most likely for cuddle time. Oh, no? You're just chilling down there? Okay. Let me pull up, as my reference, I'll pull up the nice and official Axel art. I have a whole folder for all of these designs to go in. Let's see, go to that. There we go. Unfortunately, it doesn't show the chat. Let me modify that a little bit. Let's take this. We'll put it here. There we go. That way we can still see those messages. I guess this doesn't have to be as big. Move the iPad in front of it. There we go. Just so you know what I'm pulling from here. Yeah, I like his bangs being slightly exaggerated. Maybe even the bangs like settle down, like, you know, they can kind of be like more spiky or like more droopy depending on his emotion. That could be pretty funny. But yeah, we pretty much know what Contempt's gonna look like. That's pretty easy. Let's think here. I think for Sadness, I think he might be too shy to like really show it to people. And of course, I'm kind of just going back and forth and looking at how I did it for Blaze as well. As with all the characters, Blaze is our template. Okay, so I think for Sadness, I don't want them all facing the same direction. For Sadness, I kind of feel like he's like, when he's sad, he might be a little bit more like disappointed in himself. And I gotta find a way to show that. But for Sadness, our eyebrows kind of furrow here. And you know, if you're thinking about when you get sad, there's like muscles that tense up like on their own. Typically, like you end up like wincing. You can feel that, like that, those contraction of those muscles. Let's see, and then with that, I would also modify his little cheek to be a little bit more puffy. Since that's how that'd be working. I don't think he'd even have his mouth open. Like, he's just like, he just doesn't want to, he doesn't want to feel this emotion. He doesn't want to deal with it. Let's see. Facing that direction, we would see some bangs. Here we go. Yeah, ugly sad face. We could kind of do a little, like he's biting his lip. Nah, no, I don't like that. I don't think, yeah, and also, I mean, eyes wide would kind of indicate some kind of fear or anger kind of thing. I think we can also have his eyes a little lidded as well. Oops. He's got his kind of square ear. It's not fully square, but I think of it as square. It's weird because, like, you know, you're trying to, like, summon that emotion. You try to, like I'm currently having my face in like a wince right now, and now it's making me feel sad. It's kind of a funny thing that comes from it. You really do be crying over spilled milk. It's true. Let's see. You look strange. What's up? What's going on with that? I think it could be pushed more. So I'm gonna take that, put it to the side. We'll push it a little bit more. Here. I'll go with my nice thick pencil here, just to really get this shape I'm going for. What's his... Let's see. This is his previous one. That one he's like really crying, and I'm like, nah, he's not gonna be crying like a whole lot. That's more of an extreme. Let's see. Okay, if I'm thinking just as like a little... Let's draw what we want this to look like simplified before I apply it to the face. So I think he's more of like a looking to the side. Yeah, that kind of vibe. Hmm. Hmm. Why is his chin bugging me right now? It's kind of just an easy chin, and then just that. Okay. Kind of like accentuating these little brow lines. He could be... Yeah, I think he's like more, yeah, kind of more disappointed. Piece is almost there. There we go. That's feeling more like it. This one is feeling like, I don't know, not not correct for him. Just not good. A little bit of that. And see this little bit here. Cool. Okay, I dig that. That feels correct. He's a little bit more sad. Or a little bit more reserved in his sadness. Once we get to like designing like Skylar's expressions, she's a lot more exaggerated because she's a spoiled brat. But at least for Axel and Blaze, they kind of share this like not really wanting to show that weak side in front of anyone. And Blaze might be a little bit more inclined to cry in front of someone because she'll probably find comfort in Axel. It might take a little bit more for Axel to get through that wall of his. But yeah, we might add some tears, maybe like just like little misty eyes, not like full on crying. Maybe even like a snarled. No, I think that's fine. I think he can be kind of like maybe something a little bit better with the mouth. Just went back to the same mouth. Okay. Disgust, I think, would be pretty fun. Let's see. I don't think I've drawn disgust for him before. So let's make that. It's funny, a lot of these have this kind of shape for the eyebrows. But he's kind of going like, what? Oh, man. Gross. No way. kind of like I kind of want him doing that, like, bleh, mouth. Tends to like these wrinkles kind of end up showing up when you're disgusted. You kind of like scrunching your nose. I kind of like, okay, I kind of want this one at a, yeah. What? This eye, what is going on there? I think eyes are wide here because that's kind of a... It's kind of like a mixture of surprise and anger, I feel, is disgust. At least like when like trying to find the shapes. Yeah, a little bit of a... Let me look up some... Let me look up some disgust expression references. His mouth might be more of an M shape in this emotion. Let's see. Let's see. I could, yeah. Okay. Oh wait. Okay, I like that. Oh, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Yeah. It's like, oh, what the hell? Oh. Oh, I totally got it. It's gotta be Cusco in Emperor's New Groove, where he's like watching Pacha eat the bug like dinner thing. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's... Yeah, okay. It's kind of bunched up here, then a wide here. Like, let's see that. Yeah, I like that. Hi, Ario Sales. Thanks for the follow. And thanks for joining. Let's see. Yeah, he's going like, ugh, what the? What if he's like more judgmental about it? Yeah, he's just like a little bit more like, what are you doing? I do like the eyebrows being so far down. That's pretty fun. It's like... Now, question is, do you do it high up or? I really love it when a mouth ends up like really far down. I just find that a lot funnier. Let's see. We could do that little. This is like popping out. Even maybe. Ooh, not that much eyeliner. I pressed down to the nose. I don't even... Ooh. I think I know what you mean though, like as in no. And then just there being like, what? That'll be fun to clean up. Oh come on. A bot. What is the point of having a little chatbot filter if it doesn't filter the bots? That's my ass. That's my question. Let's see. It only shows up on TikTok. I wonder if that's something I can mess with real quick. I suspect it would. Community? No. Streaming tools. There we go. Let's see. Well, good news is I can just kind of right-click it and delete it. Or at least I was able to. Come on. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Get them out of here. I don't think my little Nightbot guy is hooked up. Or evidently it is, and it just isn't doing anything. Cool. Oh, it might only be hooked up to my YouTube channel, right? Okay. Okay, it's got to be a whole separate... That's annoying. Okay, whatever. Gotta log in as my Twitch self as well. Very separately. That's fine, I guess. Alright, I think if you're feeling disgust, you might be like pulling away. You're going back, like, what? No, thank you. Sweet. I love how easy contempt ended up being in comparison. Okay, surprise. Fear. Finding the distinction between surprise and fear is a tad tricky. Hey JT. Yep. Oh, JT knows some stuff about Axel. Here we go. Okay. I know, yeah. I mean, so far it's just been one bot per stream, but if it ends up, you know, getting more, then I'll really have to crack down on my little night bot, my little chat bot. Let's see. Thank you, JT. Let's see. Surprise. Fear. Fear is definitely gonna be his main emotions. So we should really figure that one out. I feel like his fear is much more like, oh god, I'm gonna die kind of fear. I almost feel like he'd have like squiggly eyes too. Let's see. Some kind of let's do the mini one. Kind of like a probably these would be going, yeah. There we go. Kind of add these little lines here. That kind of nervous smile. Got more of a, oh goodness. This is what I get for drawing the expression first and not the face. Not the head. Might even exaggerate this more. Thanks, JT. Thanks for popping in. JT's awesome. Big ol' head. Let's see. The more I look at his disgusted face, I love it. Like, yes. Good, good. I'm gonna try this mouth again. Yeah. He does not have a good poker face. He'd be like sweating as well. How much do we want these really kind of bugged out here? What if I, again, play with the placement of these? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go. Just gonna have his shoulders really high up. I feel like his shoulders would be... Your head's still too big. Yeah. Let's shrink it a little bit. Okay. Let's move on to... Gotta remember that hoodie. There we go. Be surprise. We'll have this one facing the other way. Okay, let's try. Surprises are... Oh! Because Blaze has the cute little surprise face. I kind of like the... Again, kind of more like fear, but maybe fear is just like his base emotion. So it bleeds into all the others. Let's make nice big eyes. What? Hmm. Hmm. That's why he's got to have some. Let's raise the eyebrows. Have a little pop out again. Yeah, resting fear face. Yeah, that's good. What? Let's play around with an actual open mouth just in case. Just all the way at the bottom. I guess his hair pretty much covers up where the eyebrows are going. Let's go! No, yeah, and that's fun. I like that. Yeah, okay, cool. I like that. No. Don't mess with perfection. Alright. Very fun. Notice it's a lot quicker whenever I draw my little mini face. Happy. An expression he rarely feels. That is a good question, because especially with his bangs, like they'd probably be covering them a lot. Probably the bangs will be covering the hair. Yeah. There's something about the eyebrow over that bothers me. I think it could be funny in like specific emotions. Like if the eyebrows are literally jumping off of their head, then yeah. But like in like normal base emotions, probably not. So essentially, when things get really drastic, then they can pop out over the hair. Happy and anger. I mean, so yeah, Blaze's anger is all in her eyes. What is Axel angry? Yeah, Axel's, yeah, it kind of made him just kind of like a, he's a little pissed off. Let's see. So anger, definitely in the eyes. Your eyes get wide, but your eyebrows stay low. You get a little kind of snarl. Do the little mini guy. You wish eyebrows were real. Me too, man, me too. For my poor stone face, they don't exist. Yeah, Axel's not one of those guys to be going all like, rah! You know, that doesn't feel right. That don't feel right. But he will be getting into like arguments with Skylar quite a bit. So we gotta have some kind of like annoyed anger. Thank you. Thank you. You could be in like mid, like talking to someone, like, "Hey, blah 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 blah." That's offensive. There would be no little... Yeah, there we go. Of course, the dream would be to have moments of anger, like funny anger expressions, like, say, like Katara and Sokka. From Avatar, they have like so many great angry expressions. I feel like those tend to come with like a mixture of like anger and disgust or contempt. Like there's like a little bit of like, if I'm thinking of that kind of, let's see. I got my book right here. Okay, yeah, in that they go overblown. They do big ol' letter M eyebrows. Just as a quick little study. Little nose. And then the beautiful, like, this mouth. I kind of like the idea that his angry is like white boy smile, like. It's like no, it would be funny. Your nose don't go up that high. Your nose go down. There we go. You're too big. Doesn't feel right. Like, he wouldn't be doing that. He'd be doing, like, he's a little bit more passive aggressive. That's pretty fun. It's always just the mouth for this one. I'll take a quick little break to get some water, and I'll be right back. I lied, I grabbed Dr. Pepper. Alright. Now I've got my fuel. Okay. Happy. What is that? It's funny, even his original one, it did not. I guess I had him laughing. Okay. Let's see. I feel like his happy... I don't think he would just be like plain happy. I think it's more of like... I think this boy's eyebrows are always curved. Yeah, let's see. His nose is always weird for me to try to replicate, at least the first time. It's like line, then triangle. Okay. Giving him the biggest chin, man. Give him the ear. His happy's like this because he's not expecting kindness a whole lot. So it's a little bit of a bittersweet happiness for him. Meow? Oh, hello. All right, you want up on this, on my lap? Come on. 13 pounds of pure fluff. That's what it is. Yes. Hello. Good scratches all around. All right, let's see if I want to draw an 8th. I'll look back at some of his original ones. Let's see. I guess I could do a profile, but I've got a profile for him in his main page. I only did it for Blaze just because there's a song number in the pilot that I want that look to show up, and I wanted to jot it down before I forgot it. I think I've pretty much covered all of these original ones. How about, ooh, embarrassment is kind of fun. I'm surprised embarrassment isn't like a normal one, but like an exasperated maybe. I feel like exasperated's kind of like a mixture of disgust and maybe surprise or anger. What is it? Why do I kind of want to look at Skylar for reference? Because yeah, she I love her little surprise one here. Okay. I don't think it's exactly that, but it would be definitely in response to her little I mean, we kind of... we'll mess around with it. This would be a common emotion he's feeling. I guess it's kind of just the disgust. No, but it's like exasperated. No. Meow? You went out now? Okay. You come for cuddles and you're heading out. She's on a mission. Okay. It's that... I think of like a Lin Beifong's like little emotion that she had, like that little expression from Korra, where she's like, hello, welcome back. Let's see, like that one, it's like this. It's kind of like, what? It's kind of like looking up. I think it might be fine. I think this is enough to... Yeah, we're trying to push the expressions as much as possible. Or at least for the style of the show and all that. I don't have any emotes yet. I do have like, as in like emotions as in I'm drawing, or emotes as in for the chat. Which one are you asking? Oh, snarky. That's kind of contempt, I think. I think contempt is kind of that smug, snarky feeling. And let's just get to cleaning these up, and if I have the inspiration for an 8th, I can always try it later. Yeah, like smug or snarky. It is a good, like, snarky, because that's definitely something he'd be showing when he's like pestering Skylar. Hmm. Kind of like this idea that he's just kind of like he would be looking down at her. Yeah, yeah, I dig that. Snark. Okay. Almost like that, like, expression that, like, Frozone, or not Frozone, Syndrome has, where he thinks he's, like, killed Mr. Incredible. When everyone's super. Okay, let's see. give the hand a good stretch. Went climbing yesterday. The hands tend to feel a little stiff after. But builds up strength to hopefully prevent arthritis. Thank you. Yeah, I'm digging these so far. I think these might run into the curse of all of my expressions where they'll probably just end up getting better looking for each character. I'll be like, oh, well. Okay, let's clean this up. Let's get back our Axel ref. I think I did lean into... Ooh. Oh, whoa. Okay. No, okay, I can't zoom in any further. Yeah, he's kind of got the little cutout. I think first things first, my biggest struggle will be the nose, so let's get that out of the way. It's like, what? This is where I can get into the fun of adding a little pupil. The face when you realize you've just busted a fire sprite out of containment. Feel like nose is a little large. Maybe not. Where would this... Okay, so we got a dupe and a dupe. Then... gotta think about our... trying to avoid tangents here. Oh, cat wants back in. I can at least say that she keeps me moving. Ice sprites is an interesting question. I do believe there's just fire sprites. I don't think there's any others. I am tempted for there to be other ones, but no, I think it's just fire sprites. Let's see. Okay. Tends to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I have like... And now I erase some of that hard work. But yeah, I think like leaving the eyebrows there would just like jumble it up. I think it's better just to have the hair go over them. And there's always some visual humor that comes from that. Let's see. There. Do I know how this man's ear's drawn? Hopefully. There you go. Kind of want to exaggerate these necklines. Make it look like he's popping up. I think ears are like the weird, surprisingly more difficult one. Or at least for me to at least replicate. So I can do a nice, easy, like, ear. But like for Blaze, her ears are very, very simple. They're just human ears. And you can see I've avoided that issue with, like, Skylar. Skylar's ears are very easy. And potentially the same thing with any of the reptoids. It's really just, the more human-like they are, the more chance there is that they don't look right, I feel. So I get more stressed out. Okay, here we go. I'm just picky about the nose. I think the nose probably looks fine most of the times. I'm just like really insistent on making sure it looks right. There we go. I like that. And then this goes up here. He's got his little top thing. He's got this one. And then we can have that go down to there. There you go. Oh, Axel, what's your hair doing? I think you got more space on top of your head than that. Axel's hair used to give me, like, so much trouble because it just wasn't designed. Like, I think just, like, period, it just was not designed. Let's see. Oh, whoa. Nice and zoomed in, alright. Yeah, like, back in when it was this shape, there was no shape to it. And I just could not replicate it for the life of me. Because there was no planning in it. I'm like, I guess it does this weird little loop, like weird wavy thing. But that's not, you know, there's no like design to it. And then we get to here and I had tried adding more design to it. It just was a really annoying design to try and replicate. And now there's like actual thought put into like the shapes that go into his hair. And now it's a lot easier to replicate. Let's see there. Let's see. It would be fun to have a little cameo to that original hair, like maybe they're in like a high humid environment and it's like a gag. And then his hair looks a little off. Or even like if there's ever like a set of like a doppelganger team or like a look-alike team of like ones who look almost like Axel Blaze and Sky, like the Axel look-alike would have the wavy hair, and there'd be some kind of joke in there about how stupid it looks. All right, we got surprise. Really, all emotions come from like two base emotions of comfort and discomfort. And just trying to figure out, and I think the eyebrows really show whether or not it's comfort or discomfort. It's got just a little bit of flatness here. It's not how his face is shaped. Again, I might start with the nose. And then that time it's a lot easier. Yeah. Maybe now I could do it well. I don't know. And now I'm starting to feel sad because I'm drawing the sad face. Let's see. There. Up to there. We'll add some of this. Eyeball. Okay. There. Then he got there where I'm like, oh, I like that ear immediately. I think it just comes from drawing the character a lot. Okay. This goes up to there. That doesn't feel right. Let's get these drawn. Hmm. So, I mean, when he's looking to the left, it's a lot more interesting hair that he's got going on, because one goes here, there, there, there. Can I capture that here? Evidently, yes. Oh, yeah. I think eyes, they can get larger when sad. Just because that's a little bit more vulnerable. There's no fear there. And also, that way it just looks sadder. Yeah, that looks correct. Now on to one of my favorite expressions. I'm starting with this mouth just because I really like it. And also now we get to figure out what do these teeth look like in here? I think we would see them here. If you, okay, your molars would kind of like stop here. And then we have some here too. Maybe just the under bit. And then tongue. Which then lead to this. Given the bean mouth. It's the bean mouth. Like this? That kind of bean mouth? Or are you talking about the bean mouth? Yeah. That cow art's bean mouth. Yeah. God, could you imagine? You still have hair. A lot more simplified. They tend to just have like circular eyes, I feel. I don't even know. I don't even know what, like... Okay, the eyes tend to be the thing that... the actual face tends to vary, just the shape of it. And then if I go with like the Gravity Falls eye, and then like there's an under eye, like Garfield eyes. And then, God, and this. Yeah. That's totally the style of this show. Wonderful. Get that out of my sight. Okay. No, yeah, I got rid of it as soon as possible. All right. I recently got the, I'm a big Digimon fan, or at least like the classic series, and just the idea of Digimon. And I recently got the original movie. It's because America Fox like released just like this hodgepodge mashed together version of 3 movies into one movie, and like the first 2 pretty much like sum up the plots like pretty accurately. It's just that last one really gets butchered because of it, and also just because they're 3 movies that weren't meant to be like cohesive. They're just supposed to be 3 separate movies, so I got to finally watch them in their original form, and it's cool. They're good. I still, still got that fondness for them. But yeah, they my only complaint about the original, because is redubbed and with like the original music in the Japanese version, and it just there's some moments that just did not hit as hard without that like Digimon theme song playing in the background of some fights. I was going like, but that's mainly just for like the first movie, which is like the little prequel movie. But yeah, I remember, but they have that original hodgepodge version of it too in there, so you can watch them in their original form, and you can watch them in that American release one as well. And they've enhanced like the audio for it and visuals. Yeah, it's a good time. No Smash Mouth in the original Japanese version, surprising enough. But there's also like there's something like it works. The movies work a lot better in their original form. Of course, I still have like that nostalgia for the original combination, and also like there's like the entire like last third of the third movie is all just action scenes, all just fight scenes, and it has like this like pretty like good music for it, because you feel that this is kind of like an intense fight that they're having. But I think like the American version had just like a pop song in there, and I remember that pop song going like real, like it felt like it went hard. Yeah, it's funny. Of course, I'm a big like Agumon, like that entire line enjoyer, but my favorite out of all of them has to be Tentamon. I love that little bug guy, and the fact that he just turns into just this horrendous looking guy, like Kabuterimon and all those forms. I remember being like, as a kid, thinking like, wow, that's so freaky looking. That's cool. I just love the shape of Tentamon too. So spherical. Ooh, yeah, Lilymon. Yeah, Lilymon's fun. No, that's a great point. I love. Now I gotta remember all the names for that line, but the cactus one with the boxing gloves. I thought it was. I remember seeing that. I'm like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, I think all the OG ones are great. I think my least favorite, like as a kid, was Gabumon. Wait, no, I don't know. I don't think that's. It's the one that like became. He was like the seal guy, the little. What's his name? Oh, yeah, Gabumon's cool. I did not mean Gabumon. Yeah, the little seal guy that it turns into like Vikingmon, and like now I look at Vikingmon and I'm like, that guy's sick. God damn. Oh, Tojimon, that's what it is. That's the cactus one. And I just love the aesthetic that some evolutions they just gain pants, like where Garurumon just gets jeans, just ripped jeans. Goodness. Let's see. Terramon? Oh man. I don't remember much from like the original show. Like, I've got like sparse bits of it, and I don't think I ever watched it all the way through. It was just one of those shows that like it would just be on, and I have no idea what episode we were on. I know one of my favorite ones was just one with where Tentamon finally evolved into Kabuterimon. Let's see. Now I get to just look up a bunch of Digimon. Or is it... Terriermon is specifically from the movie. I love that guy. Oh, Terramon, yeah. Oh, God. Look at his pants. I do love me Terriermon, that little rabbit guy from the movie. And I think Terriermon also comes back in the 3rd season. I like that guy. Let's see. It is funny though, because like they did that new dub for like the original Japanese version, and you can tell like it's been like 20 years for the voice actors. Like they all do great, but you're like you you sound a little different, but they do a good job. I remember being surprised by how long the first season is. I think like each season of Digimon is like really long, which is cool. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking how this is looking. Damn, 50 episodes just in one season. No wonder why I felt like I remember being confused when like that second season comes and it's like the different cast, and I'm like, oh, this is like series number 2, right? And it's like, no, this is season 2. I'm like, what? That first one felt like it was more than enough. I love the second season because it I think I equally really like all the Digimon in the second season, all the core cast, especially Digmon. I love me a little armadillo guy. There is like something that like was like really fun rewatching it, because the second season they specifically have like the armor evolutions, and so then like every time they evolve, they say their name and then like what they represent. So like there's like Flame Dramon, the Fire of Courage, and then there he turns into his like his speed evolution. I forget what it's called, and I think it's just like the I think, oh goodness, let me see. Yeah, season 3, I remember season 3 being dark, and I was going like, whoa, things got serious. Goodness. And Vmon had a lot of transformations. They were really going crazy in that one. Because he also just has his base evolution, but then you also have like the armor evolutions. What's his name? Is it? I swear if it's, yeah, okay, Raydramon, and then it's like the something of friendship, and it's just like this really cool guy's voice going like Raydramon, the, you know, the something of friendship, and it made me chuckle. Just because he had like courage and or like the drill of knowledge made me chuckle, and also the wings of love really got to me. He's like the wings of love. I'm like, whoa, why are you saying it like that? Okay, we got scared, Axel. Let's look at it without. Yeah, okay. Yeah, surprise, sadness, disgust. I might fill in that. There we go. Disgust. Here. Yeah. All right. Going good. Going good. Here we go. Yeah. I think Digimon was one of the first things that got me drawing. Because I would just draw my own Digimon back when I was a wee lad. Most of them were just me just like ripping off Vmon's evolution line. Just calling it something different. Maybe his eyes could be a little bit more in normal size for this. Let's see, he's feeling happy. I think your eye's too wide. There we go. Hmm. I remember also really liking the season where they turned into the Pokemon, the Pokemon, oh, the Digimon. They turned into the Digimon. That was a cool one. I think Frontier is what it was called. And again, I loved the bug guy. I loved Beetlemon. Oh! You scared me. How you doing, Cassidy? Welcome, Soleil Witch. Thanks for joining the stream. We're just working on some expression sheets here. Here we go. Right now we are drawing happy, which is a rare emotion for this guy. Let's see. That one would be here. Ooh. I do that. Might want to just create another something. Doesn't feel right. Yeah, so we got 7 expressions so far, and then an 8th for his snarkiness, specifically with one of the other characters, Skylar. We're nearly there. Something about this one, he looks older, and it might just be because he's got a longer face. Hmm. Probably the eyes. His eyes tend to go down to here. I think it is the eyes. Okay. So if that's the case, I think we probably want to indicate that these are a little bit curved. Thank you. Yeah. Coming together. Coming together. Hmm. Welcome, Anubis. Thanks for tuning in. All good. Mm. We got this, and that. That's not how that's shaped. That's not how that's shaped. Ha. Okay. Hmm. Here. We'll go back to this one. Cool. Let's look at this without the sketch underneath. All right, on to Contempt. Which another favorite of mine, because I get to draw this lip. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Sorry if I didn't look up. Oh no, okay, looks like you just joined. Okay. My head was down. Gee, there we go. That. That ear does not look correct, because it would be up here if we're looking down at him. Here. We'll have that. Meow? What's up, Meow? One over? Come on. Oink. How you doing, Miss Meow? Okay, let's see. That how his hair works? Yeah. It is. Okay, I'm still petting you. Don't worry, don't worry. I've got both going. Both hands doing different things. All for the sake of the kitty. Here we go. Last but not least is terrorizing Skylar expression. I can definitely feel I'm gaining more of a feel for his design with each one of these. I think this is a record amount of time that she's still here while I'm still drawing. Alright, I'll give you the nice little chin scratch, yes. You smell like fish. And now I've got cat hair everywhere. But what else did I expect? Oh, uh-oh. We're getting to the end. Alright. See you, kitty. Okay. I dig that. Yippee! I like how these two here, it's like he goes from disgust to like, yeah. What are you missing here? Just a little neck thing? No, like the hint of... Cool. Yeah. The essence of a hoodie. Just gonna thicken up the line art a little bit by duplicating. Then merging them. Let's add... Add a text. Just snark. Snarkiness.